Well, I promised it, you asked for it. Here we go. 4 hours of work going into one video. Alright, let's do this. What's up farmers, welcome back to another Heyday video, and today, we are going to take a look at the pie oven. Yeah, as I said in the intro, 4 hours of work into one presentation for you guys. Oh my god, this is quite the effort that I put in, so I hope you guys are gonna enjoy this video. Yeah, we are going to look at the pie oven together. We're gonna go over it in a different form this time. Normally I would go in game and go to the machines, but I found this to be much handier. I mean, it is more handy, but in turn it also takes a lot more effort. My goodness. If Supercell doesn't notice this now, then I don't even know what to do anymore. But anyway, welcome. Today we are going to, like I said, we're going to look at the pie oven still in the same fashion as before, but still things are a bit different in terms of sections, because before I put sections like separately, and now some sections are mixed together. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy this video. Still, as always, we are going to begin with the basic info. Yep, the basic info for the pie oven. By the way, all of these images are AI generated, but for some reason they look very solid. So yeah, I hope you guys give a like just for that. No, just kidding. You can give a like if you want to. It's not a requirement. To build the pie oven, you need 2200 coins. It unlocks at level 40. It takes 12 hours to build, and it takes 35 diamonds to speed up the building. Well, of course, that's not recommended, but it is an option if you wish to do so. Yeah, of course, we are still going to move on to the slots mastery. This is what I mean with AI generated images looking so good, like that pie. Don't you just want to dive your head into it? Of course, the pie oven has 9 slots total. You unlock 2 slots at first, but to open the rest you need 105 diamonds total, in that order of costs. And in the mastery hours, it takes 840 hours to master the pie oven, and you get 3 stars on it, obviously. And the first star takes 40 hours, and then you get plus 10% coins from trucks. The second star takes 160 hours and gives you plus 10% XP from trucks. And the third star and the last star, it takes 640 hours, so that's quite long, but in return you do get minus 15% production time on all pies, so that you can produce pies faster. Yeah, and this is basically all the products that are there. In the background, a cherry pie that's not in the game somehow. So, 15 different products this machine has. That explains why it took so long. Like I plan to have this up at 2 p.m. Central European time. Well, it's now 7 p.m. by the time I'm recording this, and it's probably going to be around 8 by the time it's going to be uploaded, so that didn't work. But yeah, it took a lot to set this up, so that makes sense. You have the carrot pie, the pumpkin pie, bacon pie, apple pie, fish pie, feta pie, casserole, whatever the thing is, shepherd's pie. Yeah, that's what it's called. Blooper. Asparagus quiche, chocolate pie, lemon pie, peach pie, passion fruit pie, mushroom pot pie, and of course the eggplant parmesan. 15 different products. Here we go, guys. So the first product, I know the ingredients aren't listed here. They will be listed later together with both orders. So yeah, that's why you don't see it here. But otherwise, you have a wonderful looking carrot pie in the background. And the first product, of course, is the carrot pie. The carrot pie unlocks at level 14 together with the pie oven. If you collect carrot pie after producing it, you get 10 XP every time. It takes 1 hour or 1 hour to make, or 51 minutes with mastery. It sells for 82 per one, 82 coins per one, or 828 per 10. And it takes 4 diamonds to speed up, which is obviously not recommended, but I felt like giving that information to you anyway. At this point, would I recommend making... well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave this until the ingredients list. So I was gonna say like maybe sell or use, but I think I'm gonna leave that until the ingredients list. First, let's move on to the next product. The pumpkin pie is next. It unlocks at level 15. It gives 19 XP upon being collected, and it takes 2 hours or 1 hour and 42 minutes to make with mastery. It sells for 158 per one, or 1584 per tin. And in case you're curious, it takes 5 diamonds to speed up. And now with the wonderful bacon pie in the background, because we're going to talk about bacon pie, of course. Bacon pie unlocks level 18. It gives 26 XP upon being collected from the machine. It takes 3 hours or 2 hours and 33 minutes to make with mastery. And it's also 290 per one, or 2196 per 10. It also takes 6 times to speed up if you wish to do so. The apple pie. The apple pie is next, and it unlocks to level 28, and it gives 32 XP upon being collected from the machine. It takes 2.5 hours to make, or 2 hours and 7 minutes with mastery. It gives 270 coins per one upon being sold, or 2,700 per 10. And it gives 6 diamonds. It takes 6 diamonds to speed it up, I should say. It doesn't give 6 diamonds. That would be great, but it doesn't do that. The fish pie is next. It also unlocks at level 28, and it gives 27 XP upon being collected from the machine. It takes 2 hours or 142 minutes with mastery, and it also gives 226 coins per one upon being sold, or 2,268 per 10. And it gives it doesn't give 5 diamonds. It takes 5 diamonds to speed up. The feta pie unlocks at level 34. It gives 26 XP upon being collected. It takes 1.5 hours to make, or 1 hour and 16 minutes with mastery, and it sells for 223 per one, or 2,232 per 10, and it takes 5 diamonds to speed up if you wish to do so again. The casserole unlocks at level 36. It gives 44 XP upon being collected. It takes 2 hours or 1 hour and 42 minutes with mastery. And it gives 367 coins per one, or 3,672 per 10, if sold in the roadside shop, of course. And it takes 5 diamonds to speed up if you wish to do so. I'm going to say that every time. If you wish to do so, it's not recommended, but if you wish to do so, it's an option. The shepherd's pie unlocks level 39. It gives 34 XP upon being collected. It takes 1 hour and 14 minutes to make, or 1 hour and 25 minutes with mastery. It gives 280 coins per one upon being sold, or 2,808 per 10. And it takes 5 diamonds to speed up. Level 49 unlocks the asparagus quiche, probably the one with the weirdest name. 36 XP is what you get when you collect it. It takes 2 hours and 1 hour and 42 minutes with mastery. It gives you 302 coins per one, or 3,024 per 10, and it gives 5 diamonds. Oh no, it takes 5 diamonds to speed up. I'm not even gonna cut that one out. That is a blooper within the video itself, but I'm just gonna leave that one in. I don't feel like doing more. The chocolate pie is next. Let's move on to it. 65 is the level it unlocks at, so 65. It gives 70 XP upon being collected. It takes 1 hour and 15 minutes to produce, or 1 hour and 3 minutes with mastery. It gives 514 coins per one, or 5,148 per 10. And it takes 4 diamonds to speed up, and that's it. Lemon pies unlock at level 67. It gives 53 XP upon being collected, and it looks scrumptious in the background. 2 hours and 15 minutes, or 1 hour and 54 minutes to make with mastery. 446 per one, or 4,464 coins per 10 if you sell it in the roadside shop. And it gives 5 diamonds. It takes 5 diamonds to speed up. Yes, I keep saying it gives 5 diamonds, but they don't do that. The peach tart, which also looks absolutely delicious in the background. It unlocks at level 76. It gives 52 XP upon being collected. It takes 2 hours and 30 minutes upon being produced. 2 hours and 30 minutes is what it takes to produce it. or 2 hours and 7 minutes with mastery. It costs 435 coins per one to buy, or 4,356 per 10. I was gonna say to sell, it gives you that, but well, that works too. 6 diamonds to speed it up if you wish to do so. The passion fruit pie unlocks level 92. It gives 13 XP upon being collected, which is very low. 15 minutes or 42 minutes with mastery is what it takes. 111 coins per one, or 1,116 per 10. And you can speed it up with 3 diamonds if you wish to do so. The mushroom pot pie, the second to last product finally. Level 97 is when it unlocks. 19 XP is what it gives. 1 hour or 51 minutes with mastery. 162 coins is what you get when you sell it, or 1,620 per 10. And it gives 4 diamonds upon being sped up. That had some bloopers in it, that section, but I'm not even gonna cut them out. The level 99 product, which is eggplant parmesan, it gives 53 XP upon being collected from the machine. It takes 45 minutes or 38 minutes with mastery. 442 coins is what it gives per one, or 4,428 per 10. And it takes 3 diamonds to speed up if you wish to do so. And now we're finally gonna move on to the next section, which actually explains how to make all of this stuff, because you are probably very confused. The carrot pie, it takes 3 carrots, 2 wheat and 1 egg to make. Both can ask 1 to 7 per crate. It kind of depends on your level. If you're high level, it's gonna ask 7. If you're low level, it's gonna ask less. And every boat can ask up to 21 per boat. Finally one that, well, this one wasn't faultless. There's a blooper in here. The pumpkin pie ingredients are 3 pumpkins, 2 wheat and 1 egg. Both can ask 1 to 4 per crate. And it takes 12 per boat. Up to 12 per boat. Sorry, I forgot to mention if this is useful to use or to sell. But this one, at low level especially, this one is really good to make and for selling. Because it just needs this stuff. It just needs carrots, wheat and eggs. All of that you can get in 20 minutes maximum. So honestly, this one is highly recommended to make for coins, especially in the beginning. To use later in the game, I'm not necessarily sure if that's worth it, because it doesn't give a lot of XP or anything. But again, it is easy to make, so why not, right? I also forgot that with the carrot pie section, so here we are again. The carrot pie section is well, the carrot pie actually overtakes the carrot pie, but it's the same principle, because it's pumpkins instead of carrots, and it sells for more. Well, earlier we did discuss how much each pie sells for. This one sells for a lot more than the carrot pies, but it also takes an hour longer. Honestly, this pie is really good at night, really good to make at night, but during the day I do recommend carrot pie at this point in the game. Bacon pie is the one we're getting onto next. Welcome to the bacon pie. The bacon pie takes 3 bacon, 2 wheat and 1 egg to make, and a boat can ask 1 to 3 per crate, or maximum 9 per boat. And this one is amazing for selling because it sells for 2,196, which is the most that a product sells for at this stage, and you don't even need much. The bacon is hardly used at this point. So honestly, I would highly recommend making this one for coins. Although this one is another overnight product, but this one is gonna replace the pumpkin pies. So still, during the day make carrot pies, but at night definitely make the bacon pies at this point in the game, because it locks at level 18, and at this point you don't have anything else with bacon yet anyway. So definitely make the bacon pie at this point in the game for selling. Later in the game, goes for both the pumpkin pies and the carrot pies. They do give quite nice XP, so at that point you can definitely use them for trucks, boats, or even town. I recommend town mostly but that's personal bias. The apple pie is next. It takes 3 apples, 2 wheat, 1 egg and 1 syrup. Boat can ask 1 to 2 per crate, or maximum of 8 per boat. And this one sells for the exact same price the exact same price as barn and silo materials. So 2,700 per tin. This one highly overtakes the carrot, pumpkin, and bacon pies. It does take 1.5 hours, I believe, or 2 hours, something like that. I don't even remember, but it does take quite a while. But honestly, I would definitely make this instead of any of the other pies by this point. This one you can definitely make it sell pretty easily. As long as you have sugarcane, you're basically set with this one. And the apple trees, obviously, but apples are really easy to find in the daily dirt, so. And even then, you're making 400 coins profit. 300 coins, I should say. Honestly, this one I highly recommend making for selling. And then later in the game, it is also really good for using in both trucks and everywhere else. The fish pie unlocks at the same level as the apple pie, but this one is worse in my opinion, but I'll explain in a bit. 3 fish fillets, 2 wheat, and 1 egg is needed to make this, so basically the same as the first couple of pies. 1 to 3 per crate, and maximum of 9 per boat is what this can be asked of this. Now, why is this one worse than apple pies? First of all, it sells for way less, and fish is really annoying to come by. Not only that, but fish is better used for the fish burger. Because the fish burger and the fish pie sells for the same amount of price as we found out in the barbecue video, which was the last video, which also was quite a hassle to make. But this one, like I said, this one and the fish burger sell for the same price, but the fish burger needs 2 fish instead of 3. And fish is really annoying to get, especially with not many fishing spots. Which at this point, you probably only have like 1, you only have like 3, 4, maybe only 2 fishing spots. So you can't get much fish anyway. So at this point, I definitely recommend making fish burgers instead of fish pies. Later in the game, this one can be useful for stuff. Honestly, it will always remain a really bad, horrible product for me, but later on it can definitely be useful for boat trucks and what else not. 2 wheat, 1 egg, and 1 goat cheese for the feta pie. It takes 1 to 3 per crate for boats to fill a boat crate, and it can ask for a maximum of 9 per boat for the feta pie. Feta pies are a highly recommended product in the beginning to make for coins. I don't really remember the exact selling price, but I know it sells for more than the other pies so far. So this one definitely a recommended pie to make for coins. The goat cheese is easy to get at this point. You don't use goat cheese anywhere else anyway. At this point, I believe anyway. I think there's one product maybe that needs goat cheese. I kind of forgot, but yeah, I do definitely recommend making this one for coins because it does sell for quite a lot. And at later points in the game, this one is also not that hard to make. So at that point, it's also good for using. So really, this one is more up to you if you want to sell or use it. But at the beginning, definitely sell it. At a later point, you can consider using it. Ha 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 ha! I was wrong. It doesn't sell for more than the apple pie, but it does sell for more than bacon pie. So I'm sorry. This one does not sell for more than the other pies, but it might be easy to make compared to the other pies. Still, you could still make the apple pies at this point if you wanted. Both options are valid. It depends on which one you have less trouble with. Although at this point, apple pie does have a product that have an ingredient that might be more useful somewhere else, but that's gonna be for another video. Way later, because we are only at the pie oven right now. The casserole. The casserole needs 2 bacon, 2 potatoes, 2 eggs, and 1 cheese. It is 1 to 2 per crate, and a maximum of 8 per boat. Now, where I said in the last strike that feta pie was worth more than the other pies, that was false. This one is not wrong. This one is worth more than the other pies. And this one is also very, 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 very worth making over the other pies. Because this one sells for a lot. It was 362 or something per one. And that's a lot of coins that you get at this point. So this one, highly recommended making for coins in the beginning. And even at later points you can. It is a pie that is recommended to make for coins as well. Although it is also really good for using for XP. So at later points it is also more valid as a usable product, especially since there's a pie later on that is much easier to make than all the other pies, and that sells for a lot. So yeah, you will see when we get there. But for now, this one is a very good option to sell or use. The shepherd's pie needs 2 bacon, 2 potato, 2 carrots and 2 pumpkins to make. It's also the product that I couldn't pronounce at the beginning of the video. You'll see it in the bloopers. What the 2-pack rate is what a boat can ask, and it also a boat can ask up to 8 of these things per boat. This one is worse than the casserole, but still a valid option if you're like struggling with cheese or something. Then this is a very valid option to make still, very valid product, because it is worth more than the apple pies and the feta pies and all that stuff. So this is at this point this is the second most worth pie to make. And like I said, if you have trouble with cheese, then this is a valid option to make. If you don't have trouble with cheese, then the casserole is definitely still more recommended because it's worth 800 coins more than this. But both options are valid, and the shepherd's pie is also worth quite a lot of XP later in the game. So later in the game you can also make and sell it, but you can also use to. It is also a valid option to use it in boats and stuff instead. There is a product later that is going to overrule other products, so stick around for that. But we still have a few more products to go before that. One more product actually. May have already mentioned that later in the game there's another product that's worth more than the other pies, but yep, this is not it. 4 wheat, 2 asparagus, 2 eggs, 1 cheese. It also boat can ask 1 to 2 per crate or a maximum of 8 per boat. This one sells for 320 per one, I want to say, or 304, something like that. This one is, I mean, if you're gonna make something with cheese, a pie with cheese, I would still stick with the casseroles instead of this. Casseroles are worth more than this one, so in my opinion, don't make this one more for the XP rather than the coins. But who knows, you can also mix this one with the other one. But casseroles and this product have the exact same time, so in terms of that, it doesn't really matter which one you make. But I would recommend casserole over this. It is kind of useful for the XP, but honestly, this one, there's products that were worth more than this, obviously. Still, this is a valid product to make for coins and for using just in general. We're back to the most delicious looking pie, and frankly this is the one that I was talking about when I said this pie later that is worth more than everything else. Every other pie, I mean, not everything else, not the whole game. 3 wheat, 3 cacao, 1 egg and 1 peanut is needed to make this product. Also that peanut image is strangely got off. I don't know why that is, I couldn't seem to fix it. Well, the 3 per crate for chocolate pies and maximum of 9 per boat. This product is awesome. Especially if you don't struggle with peanuts, if you find peanuts in the paper, definitely make this product. Because it sells for 514 per one, which is the most out of all the products, all the pie products. And not only that, it is incredibly easy to make, as you can see. If you don't struggle with cacao or sauce, like this one is definitely recommend to make for coins, even later in the game. I would recommend selling these all over using them, but actually there's a catch to that. This one also gives a lot of XP in boats, so, and the trucks also, and town, everywhere pretty much. So I mean, it unlocks at a point at level 65. That is right before a point where machines get hella expensive. You will find out once you get there in the Machine by Machine series. It's gonna take a while, but once we get there, you'll find out. But at this point, at level 65, I would definitely recommend selling them more until you're out of the whole level 60 to 70 to 80 horde of machines. Once you're past that, I could recommend using them for boats and trucks if you're after XP. But if you're still after coins at that point, this is still a very, very valid option to use for selling. Let's move on to the next one, because I'm gonna keep gushing over this product. Not only because of Heyday, but look at that pie in the image. This is AI generated. Can you imagine how good this looks in real life? My god. And I'll talk about this one, the lemon pie. Also looks super delicious. Like, I would eat that all day. 2 wheat, 1 lemon curd and 1 egg is needed to make this. Boats can have 1 to 2 per crate and a maximum of 6 per boat. The 6 per boat is only if the boat has 3 crates, obviously, and if it has 4 crates, then it's always going to be 4 per boat. Lemon curd is a bit of a spicy one to make, but at this point, before you unlock the lemon cake later, this one is a valid option to make, in my opinion, for selling. But I more recommend this for using rather than selling, in my opinion, because the lemon curd can be a pain in the butt to make. There's a product 1 level later that's worth a lot more than this one, and that's where I recommend using the lemon curd more. Obviously, if you want to have it in storage, and this is there, you have no choice. But if you're going after coins, stick with the chocolate pie instead with this machine, because it's not that great for coins. It's 443 per one, which is less than chocolate pie, and it's also hard to make. So, in my opinion, definitely stick with chocolate pie at this point of the game if you're going after coins. If you're going after XP, then this is also a valid option, but even then, chocolate pie is better, in my opinion. Back to the delicious looking peach tart. Like when I was making this video, make this side show, my mouth was drooling. Like, what the hell? This pie looks so good for AI. 3 peaches, 2 wheat, 2 eggs, and 1 cream. Yeah, this one needs cream. 1 to 2 per crate for boats, or a max of 8 total per boat. This product, I don't even remember the sell price, but I remember it being worse than the chocolate pie, but I believe it's better than the peach pie. I'm quickly gonna grab Google here because I need to know. Let me check. Okay, so peach tarts are like a slightly less worth than the lemon pies, but this one is much easier to make than the lemon pies, and more of a valid option for coins, because it needs products that are very easy to get in comparison to the lemon curd. You just need cream. If you have cream, you're good, because the peaches are easy to get. Wheat and eggs are really easy to get. The time might be slightly worse than the lemon pies, being 2.5 hours instead of 2 hours and 15 minutes. But still, this one I recommend making over the lemon pies. And I honestly could also see this one being a substitute to the chocolate pies. This one is also a very good option for XP, so both for XP and coins, this one is a huge valid option, and I will recommend it for both. Now this one is one that that no one should ever like, because well, first the ingredients: 3 passion pies, 2 wheat and 1 egg. For both, as you can see, it's 3 to 6 per crate and a max of 18 per boat, which is a lot. Why do I not recommend this? Because it is literally the worst selling pie in the machine. More than the carrot pies, which unlocks way earlier. So, well, actually, that's not correct. the carrot pie does sell for less, but carrot pie is easier to make than this. But yeah, this product is the worst in all aspects. You need 6 per boat, 6 per crate for both. The XP return is awful, and the coin return is also straight up awful. But I could see people spamming this product also because it's really easy to make. But if you're gonna spam product, I would just recommend spamming pumpkin pies or carrot pies or chocolate pies even. Chocolate pies definitely over this one. In my opinion, just skip this product. Maybe put it in storage, put like 10 in storage if that you wish. But skip it on like diehard XP and grinding because it's not worth it, in my opinion. The mushroom pot pie, which looks less delicious in my opinion, it doesn't look that great. The mushroom pot pie needs 3 mushrooms, 3 cabbage, 3 wheat and 2 eggs. And a boat can have 2 to 4 of them per crate, or maximum of 12 per boat total. This one is definitely better than the passion pies, but it is also worse than the chocolate pies and a lot of the previous pies that we just discussed. For XP, it's also not great, but it is better than the passion pies, believe it or not. Even though they take the exact same amount of time, I believe. Oh no, wait, this one takes longer, but yeah, even then, this one is definitely more hard than the passion pies in my opinion. It is a little tougher to make. Although in terms of time, that isn't really the case. Because passion fruit takes an hour and cabbage takes 45 minutes, while mushrooms take 20. So in terms of time, even that, honestly, this one way over the passion pies. Still, I mean at this point coins aren't that much of a deal. But still, I would still recommend making chocolate pies way over this. But it is still a more valid option than a passion pies. Just to rub it in even more. The eggplant parmesan, which is also a weird product. 3 eggplants, 1 cheese and 1 egg is needed to make it. 1 to 2 per crate or a maximum of 6 per boat. And this one is definitely worth it to make for coins. At this point, coins do come a lot more naturally, but even then, this product is valid to make for coins. Although that tomato sauce, I just realized that I forgot to include tomato sauce here. But this thing needs tomato sauce as well. Just so you know, it needs a tomato sauce. The tomato sauce is kind of awful. I hate tomato sauce. Still, it is a pretty valid option to use it in here, so my opinion, if you're gonna use tomato sauce, is probably worth the most in here rather than the other products. But yeah, this one is great for XP return, and it is great for coin return as well. But I mean, if you're going for coins at this point, just make chocolate pies because they're godlike. Alright, onto the outro finally. And we're back here. So, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. So much work went into this one. Like, oh my god. This is probably my most ambitious video yet, even aside from the barbecue machine. I hope you guys enjoyed this because it is a different format, obviously, but I do hope you guys enjoyed this more than the format before. I just went through the game to check things out. Oh my god. This definitely took 4 hours to set up, and it also now took over an hour to record, and it's probably gonna be up by 9 instead of by 2. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm a bit tired, so sorry. Thank you for watching. Definitely give a like for this video. Subscribe to my channel. Turn notifications so you never miss a video, because yes, we are gonna do more of this series. We're gonna leave every machine without a scratch. With a scratch actually. Next machine Well, you know what? I'm gonna start leaving hints instead of just blatantly saying it. The next machine, it produces a product that is used in in several other machines, and this product that is made in this machine, it requires one crop, but it requires 3 of this crop. Secondly, it is used the machine that is after this machine. It needs this specific base product in every product that's in this machine. And the third hint is that it requires a lot of wool. I think you probably caught on by now. I'm gonna reveal it next video. It should be Saturday, but I might be a bit, considering how long this took to set up, I might not make it Saturday, so... Or I might have to do some skipping on my second channel, because I have 2 channels. I have a Rev Gaming channel, which I work on also. I can work on multiple things at once, and it's a bit hard to time manage, but I've managed so far. Either way, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. This is Rav the Farmer saying out, peace out everybody, and I'll see you guys next time. And enjoy the humongous amount of bloopers that I've made. Next is the pumpkin pie. The pumpkin pie unlocks at level 15. It gives 19 XP upon collecting, and it takes 2 hours and 2 hours or 100. I can't speak. Blooper. The pumpkin pie unlocks level 1. I'm alright, guys. The pumpkin pie unlocks level 15. It gives 19 XP upon being collected, and it takes 2 hours or 1 hour and 42 minutes to mid mastery. 1 hour. 1 hour. The pumpkin pie is next. It is unlocked at level 15. It gives 19 XP. And it takes 2 hours to make, or 1 hour and 42 minutes, I can't say it. The pumpkin pie is next. It takes... I know it's wonderful And then we move on to the apple pie. The apple pie unlocks at level 28. It takes 32 XP if you want to, okay. And now the pumpkin pie. Pumpkin so that's apple, that's not pump. The feta pie is next. The feta pie unlocks level 34. It takes 20. No. The feta pie, okay, the feta pie unlocks level 34. It gives 26 XP. I almost said give again. It takes, okay. Okay, I was gonna think of not putting face cam here, but now I'm glad I did. Okay, what am I doing now? The shepherd's pie unlocks level 29. It gives 300 numbers. I didn't say if you wish to do so with the last one. Asparagus unlocks level 49. It gives 36 XP upon being collected. It takes 2 hours and 104. I want to do it right, guys. I'm sorry for so many bloopers. Level 49 unlocks the asparagus keys. It's pretty funny how this one has keys in the name instead of pie. It unlocks level 49, like I said. Well, okay. The asparagus keys, which is probably the weirdest name, unlocks at level 49. It gives 36 XP, doesn't take the 40. Okay, hey. The asparagus keys unlocks at level 49. It gives 36 XP. It takes 2 hours or 1 hour and 42 minutes of mastery. It gives 203 XP per 1 or 3240. Okay, that is not what it is. This video is pretty full of bloopers. I swear I'm not making them on purpose. I swear I'm just trying to talk. The asparagus keys, probably the one with the weirdest name in the machine. Level 49, it gives 36 XP upon being collected. Upsol, yes. 2 hours and 142 minutes. Okay. I just can't do this one. I can't do this one right, guys. I might as well give up now. But we're not giving up. We'll have another 50 machines to go. The asparagus quiche, probably the weirdest name in the machine. Level 49, it gives 36 XP upon being collected. 2 hours and 142 minutes. Okay, 142, that's not what that says. Let's move on to the chocolate pie then. Chocolate pie unlocks level 65. It gives 70 XP upon being collected, the most in the machine actually. It takes 1 hour and 15 minutes to make, or 1 hour and 3 minutes with mastery. It gives 514 coins per one, or 5148 per 10, so also the most valuable machine in the machine, yes. The lemon pie, which also looks scrumptious in the background. The lemon pie, which looks very good in the background. It takes it does something. Welcome to the ingredients and boat order section. The first product, of course, is the carrot pie, like as before. It takes 3 carrots, 2 wheat, or 1 egg, and 1 egg to make. The carrot pie unlocks at level 14, of course, and we are now in the carrot pie ingredients and boat orders section, or overall pie ingredients and boat order section. It takes 3 carrots to make, 3 wheat, 3 wheat, guys, 3. The bacon pie takes 3 bacon, 2 wheat and 1 egg, so basically the same as the others, but now bacon instead of crops. A boat can ask 1 to 3 per crate, or maximum 9 per boat, and this one is amazing for selling. Because, okay, that was a burp. I hope you guys didn't hear that. Next is the apple pie. Apple pie takes 3 apples, 2 wheat, 1 egg and 1 syrup. Well, this is again basically the same as the others, but this time it takes syrup and apples as well. And it boat can ask 1 to 2 per crate, or maximum of 9 per boat. Or 8 per boat, I'm sorry. And that means that this one, that doesn't mean anything. What am I saying? The apple pie is next. The apple pie unlocks at level 3. No, that's very wrong. The apple pie unlocks at... Oh, I said it again. Guys, am I going stupid? I'm drinking more this video because last video my voice was killing me. Feta pie, ingredients and boat orders, yes. 2 wheat, 1 egg and 1 goat cheese for this one. 1 to 3 per grade for boats. Per grade. The feta pie is next, and it takes 2 wheat, 1 egg and 1 goat cheese. 1 to 3 per grade. I said it again, per grade. By the way, before I continue, I do just want to point out that I do have Monster Energy as the drink source for this video. I'm not the healthiest person, but don't worry, I drink enough water in my life. It's just this video, I kind of need it. And then we move on to the shepherd's pie, the one that I couldn't pronounce at the beginning of this video. 2 bacon, 2 potatoes, 2 wheat and 2... Wheat has turned orange and a very weird shape. The shepherd's pie, the one that I couldn't pronounce at the beginning of the video, you will see it in the bloopers. 2 bacon, 2 potato, 2 carrots and 2 pumpkins is needed for the shepherd's pie. A boat can ask 1 to 2 per crate, and it can ask up to 8 per boat. This one, I don't know, it is worth less than the other pie than the casserole, but it is also a very valid option to make for coins if you want. This one is very easy to make, although the bacon and the potatoes are also used in the casserole. In my opinion, I would stick with casserole at this point, but maybe if you struggle with cheese for some reason, then this option is valid as well. Because this doesn't need cheese at all. Although I'm pretty sure real life casserole, real life shepherd's pie does need cheese, but okay. Another burp, another blue. The shepherd's pie needs 2 bacon, 2 potatoes, 2 carrots and 2 pumpkins. It takes 1... Okay. It went so well in the beginning. Actually, I probably already mentioned that earlier. Okay. Actually, I already probably mentioned that earlier part that the fact that there's a product that's worth a lot more than the others. Then that is probably already mentioned before probably. Still, we're moving on to the asparagus quiche. Times for wheat, 2 eggs, 2 cheese and 1. Okay, I didn't even see it, I'm sorry. And last but not least, a very weird looking product, the eggplant parmesan. The eggplant, yay. And then a weird looking product, the eggplant parmesan, eggplant, I said it again.